everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and well, I'm sick. Under the weather, so I'm sorry about my voice, but in this video we have a brand new update for Tom Holland's Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man 4 movie. Let's go ahead and hop right on into it. In this video we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Now, as I read, development on Tom Holland's next Spider-Man movie has been halted thanks to the ongoing Hollywood writer's strike. Spider-Man 4 is confirmed to be in development, with the hero getting back to his grounded roots following the multiversal shenanigans of Spider-Man No Way Home. Marvel Studios CEO Kevin Feige recently mentioned that the story had been completed for the project and that writers are just putting pen to paper on a script for the upcoming film. However, work has seemingly been brought to a halt as Sony Pictures executive Amy Pascal had revealed that Spider-Man 4 was taking a little bit of a break amid the ongoing writer's strike. That really comes into that these major companies and studios really specifically are trying to be as supportive as they can with the ongoing writer's strike until everything with that can get kind of sorted out with those higher up studios there as well. They don't technically need to stop production for it or like halt writing the whole pre-production development and everything like that for this movie. It's just that they're doing it out of support for the ongoing writer's strike. Also, that's mentioned here, and we had also mentioned it in our previous video update for Spider-Man 4, is that they have an in general idea of what's going to actually happen and go on for this actual movie. They know what's going to go on in this movie. They're just simply putting it to paper here, writing out the scripts and finalizing out small details like that pretty much. However, the overall in general story and narrative for the project has been complete. Now, recently speaking to Variety, Tom Holland confirmed that development on Spider-Man 4 has been halted because of the Writers Guild of America WGA strike. Tom Holland had noted that they have been having meetings about the project, but they are putting those on pause in solidarity with the writers. As Tom Holland says that in quotes, "I can't talk about that, but I can say that we have been having meetings. We've put the meetings on pause in solidarity with the writers. There's been multiple conversations had, but at this point it's very, very early stages." Ending that quote right there. I would also like to note that a previous report on Spider-Man 4 had noted that the overall development of this movie and overall project should have been more underway by now. However, because of the ongoing WGA strike and probably a handful of other reasons, it isn't necessarily there. If for any, this project should currently be filming, if for anything, as a recent report had suggested that this movie was expecting to come out next summer of next year, 2024. So, seeing for how long this WGA strike is going to go on for, we can now anticipate for this movie to either come out later in the year of 2024 or in 2025. That is, with no end in sight for the WGA strike. This could mean that Spider-Man 4 talks between the Star, Sony Pictures, and Marvel Studios are put on ice for quite some more time than we're initially anticipating here, unfortunately. Right now, Spider-Man 4 has no current announced release date that's been confirmed, but there have been talks and whispers, as I had mentioned. But whenever and whatever the studios are planning on putting it will likely get pushed as these conversations get moved further and further out. If for anything, they'll probably make an official announcement and confirmation over the summer at San Diego's Comic-Con at Hall H. And if we don't get any official confirmed word at the Hall H event, then we'll for sure have to get something later in the year over the fall at D23. And so, as I had mentioned, right now, Spider-Man 4 has no official release date. Although a past rumor and whisper had mentioned that a July 12th, 2024 release for the wall-crawling Spider-Man 4 was being eyed. However, that seems unlikely now due to the delay in the development of the project and its incredibly close proximity to the Marvel Studios Thunderbolts movie that will also be releasing within a week or so of that release date. So that just doesn't make sense. Why would they release two major movies for a Marvel Studios, a major franchise, so close together? Exactly, they wouldn't. As it stands, a 2024 release date feels highly unlikely for Tom Holland's next web-headed blockbuster, if for anything, as I had mentioned. With a couple of empty release dates in the 2025 year for the MCU, perhaps Spider-Man 4 slots to one of those and could be coming out in that year. While the studios might try to get the film out for the currently empty July 26, 2024 slot, it seems more likely that the WGA delay that it ends up coming later than that year, November 7th, 2025, as probably a next likely release slot, if for anything, which is pretty far out. However, those early stages, as Tom Holland had said and mentioned, are a thing, and that it is going on. As I had mentioned, I am, to be honest, in my own thoughts and opinions, kind of fairly disappointed with how far out this article is kind of determining for this film and overall project to actually come out. Now, of course, I know, don't get me wrong, you can't rush art, and I'd much rather, quality over quantity, of course. We've learned that with Marvel Phase 4. With so many projects being pushed out that seem to be more low quality and just about everything, from the overall narrative and story, and mostly the special effects. What I do find interesting, though, however, and I will have to say that if for anything, this movie will have to come out after Daredevil Born Again, the Disney Plus show, has finished up its streaming service on Disney Plus. And I say that because I think that that show, Daredevil Born Again, is going to do a lot with setting things up for Spider-Man 4, as Kevin Feige, the CEO of Marvel Studios, had mentioned and kind of confirmed that this kind of Spider-Man 4 movie is going to bring Tom Holland's Peter Parker more to a grounded level and away from the whole multiversal shenanigans of Spider-Man No Way Home. It's not going to be as extreme as kind of those events or like any of the Avengers movies or anything like that. It's really going to be a prime example of your neighborhood-friendly Spider-Man, as we're going to probably see him working with Charlie Cox once again as Daredevil, as we did see in Spider-Man No Way Home, and probably other street-level type of heroes like Hawkeye, Echo, Kate Bishop, and so many more. And so even then, the movie will probably come out later in the year of 2024, if that is the case. The key word there is if, of course. Seeing that Daredevil Born Again is going to be the longest live-action Disney Plus show with a whopping 24 episodes, it's probably going to take around 24 weeks to get through. Just about 6 months, almost close to around 5 to 6 months. Seeing that they probably will be releasing it on a weekly basis, although I'd also like to mention that that's something that's kind of fairly up in the air now, seeing that what they're going to be doing with the Disney Plus Echo show, they're releasing all 6 of those episodes all at once later this year. I think that they're doing it for the two prime main reasons of that show is being written by the Daredevil from Netflix and the Defenders and all those characters from the Netflix kind of shows, a part of Marvel Studios. Those are all projects that released, like Netflix releases their shows all at once, and that's exactly what they did with those shows. So they're kind of integrating it and testing it out for a second thing at that, testing it out to see if that's something that they would probably end up maybe doing for other future Disney Plus shows on Disney Plus. Anyway, of course, I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Guys, what do you want to see with Spider-Man 4 and Tom Holland in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully, I'll feel better. Thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. Have a great one. This has been Unofficial MCU. Peace out.